Good morning. Happy Monday.
We haven't
Welcome to Wake Up Real Estate. Smash the bell.
We haven't done it in a while.
Yep. Hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you listen on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave us a rating and review. It's a Monday morning. We're going to talk a little mortgage and marketing.
What happened to the motivation? We used to do motivation.
You know what?
Next week.
Yes. No, not next week. You brought it up.
Yeah.
You brought it up. So here
Let's
we go.
get rid of the marketing. Nobody needs to market.
Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln, people.
What do you say?
Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most.
Tell me about it.
Discipline is choosing between what you want now and what you want most.
Did you send that one to your kids?
I send it to that was what I sent to all of them this morning, right there. That's my, that has Sammy, Kay, and Cole. And then Tegan, she has Facebook Messenger. She doesn't have a phone. So I send it to her, the kids messenger thing.
Did I send you brainwashyourkids.com?
What's that? Yeah, please. Yeah.
No. I had based on what you do with your kids, I had this idea, and I think I bought the domain brainwashyourkids.com, and because I want to send it to my kids. I thought it'd be a cool idea if people could subscribe to Josh's brainwashings.
My brainwashing?
I forgot to tell you.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Brainwashyourkids.com. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
As much as Ryan said nobody needs marketing, I'm going to throw out a marketing and mortgage related thought. But first, Ryan, do you have a social post?
I do.
Yeah, look at that.
Where is it? All right. So I went a little off the beaten path today.
Okay.
I gotta get back to that seller thing, that we were doing last week, but we'll mix those in. So, Josh, the technique here is to be a little absurd, and it's property list of the day: St. Pete, Florida homes for sale with air conditioning. Now, in case you don't know, every house here has air conditioning, so that the technique would be
one would hope.
Yeah, most 99%. If they at least have, a lot of them do have window units. So you could say central air. But the idea here is to generate conversation by getting the no comments. So pick something that, like, you could do homes for sale with front doors. Have a little fun with it. Mix it in. And then I doubled it up. Maybe this is a little too much, and I just went for a GIF of some cute dogs because
Yeah, I mean that's a pattern interrupt, right? People are like, they'll stop long enough to read what it is that the post is about, and who knows? Maybe not. Click the link, and check them out, right?
It might be cool if you did that every day. If that was like your thing, like a feature that every house has, that could just be your thing every day.
Yeah, and then you try and find
bedrooms.
Yeah. Homes available with closets.
Yeah.
Homes with windows.
Again, the point being that we're just reminding people we're in the business, and the more fun you can have, the better.
Have some fun with it, right? I mean, that's if you can't have fun in life, what are we doing, right?
Yep.
So, Mortgage and Marketing Monday. Tomorrow, Jordan and I are doing our mortgage info session. We do them almost every Tuesday at 1 Eastern, and we're going to talk about 5 programs or options for helping clients purchase with 0 down payment. It's a topic we've covered before, but I think it was last summer the last time. And some of them are quite obvious. VA, USDA, FHA with DPA. Well, we've got some other ones there as well. But the marketing takeaway is twofold. Number one, this is a reminder. We haven't said this in a while, but it remains factual nonetheless, especially this time of year as we start to crank into buying season. Using mortgage or financing related teaser or scripting templates, etc., for text, for email, with social posts, etc., is a wonderful way to create conversation and appointment opportunities for your business, because folks that engage to that messaging are further down the pipe, you know, they're more bottom of funnel or, you know, end of the pipeline clientele. If they're serious enough to engage around mortgage and financing, they're pretty serious, because for most people, I mean, the vast majority, that is the mortgage and financing component is a necessary evil, right? It's not what they're excited about. They're excited about buying a new home, whether they're trading up or downsizing or looking for a second home or an investment property. Like, that's the exciting part. The financing is a means to an end. It's not, you know, people don't get up in the morning excited to see what new financing options are, but they do get up in the morning, if they're in the market, to explore what new inventory there might be, right? That's what's exciting for them. So we have a, you know, a treasure trove of scripts that you can use in our scripts and templates header at wakeup.realestate that you can use to engage around that component. And not only that, not only scripts and templates, but Ryan has built a whole bunch of lead capture pages. Not all of them around zero down financing, but different mortgage related or financing related options that you can use in email, text, social, etc., to see who's looking, who's in the market, who's you know, who's ready to get serious about their next move, whatever it may be. And if you're watching this, Ryan is scrolling through the I don't know, there's 10 or 12 capture pages that you can use. If you create a free account, wakeup.realestate, they are set up in such a way they dynamically insert your information. So if you use one of the lead capture pages, and someone, or when someone fills out their information, you get an email. It says, you know, so and so just reached out. And some of them have video content at the top, which is sort of white label, right? It's unbranded content, and some of them are just you know, straight making an offer. But Ryan uses conditional logic, which gets people moving down a slippery slope. And next thing you know, you've got a hot potential client ready to engage and have a conversation. And so when you lead with that, you're going to get, I think, more bottom of funnel folks that are willing to engage and more serious about in the short term getting out and looking at places and making offers.
Yeah, and if you mix in the mortgage content, you have it in your kind of calendar to do that once a week. It forces you to keep your finger on the pulse too.
Totally.
What's going on with financing? Yep. So, Josh, what's a 7.6 SOFR ARM? This is just popping up on the Mortgage News Daily rates table here.
So SOFR, I forget what that acronym is for, but it used to be LIBOR.
Okay.
So it's the index that the rate is tied to, and I don't remember why. This would be good. Maybe we'll have Jordan on. I should have asked him to come on this morning.
Here, I'm going to ask Copilot here in Edge.
Yeah. So it's just a different index that the rate is tied to, and I don't know why we've moved away from tying it to the LIBOR, which London. I don't even remember what that one stands for.
I've heard the term before.
Copilot does.
So it must mean that the rate's tied to the SOFR rate, basically.
Yes, correct. It's there's some sort of formula that it's tied to. Yes. Yep,
so here's where rates are, guys. We're hovering around 7, mid 6s for FHA. Still not bad, not terrible. Josh, can I go on a little bit of an adventure here?
Let's do it.
Because I know a lot of people in the industry, I see it in socials, are talking about rates coming down. When are they going to come down? And I've known about this tool a while, but I don't think we've ever mentioned it on the show. The CME Group's probability of a rate change. It's called the CME FedWatch tool. You guys might want to Google that and bookmark it. But you can actually look in here and see what market participants are, the probabilities they're attaching to the rate is coming down, and it's usually fairly accurate. Because it's a lot of different participants. I don't know how to get the numbers, but if you look here, Josh, you can go to say March 20th, which is only a couple of weeks away, and you can see that market participants are saying there's a 97% chance that the rate will be the same as the current, that there won't be any change by the Fed.
So it will, generally speaking, remain unchanged.
Right. Now, if we go to July, it tells you down at the bottom what the current rate is.
Okay.
And then it says here there's about an 80% chance if you add this number and this number together that it'll be lower than that. So there's only a 12% chance it stays the same. And you can see that the market does think that by July, the rates will come down.
What I love about this and using data like this, information like this, is you can play the role of reporter.
Yep.
You're not the one making the prediction, right?
Yep.
So then you know, for those of you that maybe are fearful of having egg on your face, or B, you know, being liable, whether actually liable or not, all you have to, you just play reporter. Like this would be, and maybe I'll do this week in my for my weekly email newsletter, is I'll just bring this up and show some of the projections, and just talk through what that means, and you know, how that might affect someone who's thinking about buying a house, right? You know, should you wait and or should you get in now? And you know, the thing that I think can be disingenuous sometimes is, you know, regardless of what's happening, it's always a good time to buy or sell, right? The reality is, if someone needs to buy or sell, if there's a true, you know, they're being transferred, or you know, there's some life event that is forcing that may be the case. But you know, being the one that is taking an anti-sales approach, I think, can really stand out amongst the noise of everyone sort of you know, claiming that it's always a good time to buy or sell. I mean, that it can be, but it doesn't mean that it's always a good time to buy or sell for every individual, right? Like that's not necessarily that blanket advice. Maybe is I think something that people start to see through, right? And it's
well, they know you're biased,
right?
Yeah.
And I think it's why, or a reason why, generally speaking, real estate agents have a negative reputation amongst the general public. And I'm not this isn't, I am one, right? So like, I'm not, this isn't judgment or anything. That is reality. And if you can be the one that is you know, taking a sort of opposing viewpoint, right? Or a you know, just having a different narrative, right? And I think we talked about this last week on the show a little bit. Having a different conversation than everybody else is having, making a different offer, positioning things from a different perspective, can really, in a crowded marketplace, in a competitive marketplace, in some markets where we have listeners, like 5 to 10% of the population is a licensed real estate agent. That's absurd.
I heard Phoenix was crazy. Somebody was telling me the other day.
It's wild, right? So if you're gonna stand out in that crowd, one of the best ways to stand out is by being the opposite of what everybody else is being, right? I think it's an Earl Nightingale quote, right? That it's, you know, when you see everyone moving in one direction, you might want to consider going in the other direction. And that's loosely attributed, right? That's not a verbatim quote, but the general idea. And Warren Buffett too, right? When he talks about investing, if everyone is going one way, he's gonna zig when everyone else is zagging, or you know, whatever you want to call it.
Earl Nightingale is one of my favorite going for a walk. If you watch one of his videos on YouTube will keep showing you his videos. They're really fun. It's like that old school language, and it's fun.
And the voice, that voice, man. The voice is incredible. So Housekeeping items for the week. Tomorrow's texting and traffic Tuesday. I might be flying solo for that one.
Yeah, I'm down at Digital Marketer the next 2 days in Texas.
So Ryan's sharpening his axe a little bit.
Do you want me to stream from the mastermind? I know you would want
that would be good. I don't know how folks in there would they
wouldn't be happy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might have to. Maybe I'll give you guys a peak.
Just turn it on. So my one daughter has been, as I'm sure we all do, a good song comes on the radio and you just start singing. Well, my daughter has been sneakily recording some of that and sending that through Snapchat to her friends.
Ah, that's awful. This is how much of a boomer.
What's that?
This is how much of a boomer I am with Snapchat. Yesterday, my son got hurt in his game yesterday, and he was being hobbled off the field. And my other son, sent my daughter a clip of it. And at the end of the game, I was like, "Can you give me that clip?" And he's like, "What do you mean? It's gone."
Gone, yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I mean that's good for me. That's how she's sending it. The evidence disappears, but
what do you think?
Get some.
What do you think I would need to pay her? What do you think I would need to pay her to have those sent to me? I'm going to ask.
I don't think you'd have to pay her anything. She'd be more than happy to get evidence that lasts a little bit longer. She loves shaming me. Anyway, tomorrow texting and traffic Tuesday, and then in the afternoon, Jordan and I 5 zero down options and programs for helping clients purchase with zero down payment. Wednesday, I'm working on a special guest for Wednesday. Someone who's been on the show before, but it'd be good to get
Earl Nightingale.
Ooh, that would be great. Unfortunately, is Earl still with us?
He's gotta be passed away.
Yeah. Anyway, and Thursday and Friday are normal tech tips and follow up. So got a good week lined up for everybody. What I would highly encourage you is dig into the website, wakeup.realestate. Check out some scripts, some of the scripts and templates. Pick out a lead capture page and find ways to use that to get some more conversations coming your way this week. And I'll highlight one in particular tomorrow on texting.
Those pages work reasonably well, Josh. It's not like even the link that you have on your website, and we have them in some of our email signatures. They come in not 100 leads a week or anything, but maybe 1 or 2 a month, just kind of dribble in organically. So
little flow here and there. And the nice thing is, those are generally pretty motivated folks. Yeah. So, all right. Well, let's make it a great day. The sun is shining here in Central PA. I'm going to make the best of this beautiful weather today because who knows? We'll probably go back to winter later in the week. And we hopefully will see everybody tomorrow. I will anyway. And Ryan will come back maybe later in the week or early next with some.
Yeah, I'll be back Thursday.
Some takeaways from the mastermind.
I definitely will.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks all.